Hello guys, did you know gold price have fluctuated more than ever this year? Today we will discuss why gold price is overvalued through S&P 500 and we will talk about Bitcoin and USDT dominance. Along with this, we will try to understand the relationship between Bitcoin and gold so that we get clarity on whether gold can still be bought now. Before starting this video, remember one thing that I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research before investing and this video is only my point of view. Take it as educational purpose. As you can see, I have opened the monthly chart for gold and the price of gold is currently trading $3,335, which is the price for 30 gram. If I want to find the price for 10 gram, I will divide 3,335 by 3, which will give the price for 10 gram. As we all know, gold is a safe asset, and all safe assets bomb when funds are withdrawn from the risky assets, like during a stock market correction or a stock market crash and a war type situation. If we look at the stock market, it's important to watch S&P 500. Just like Bitcoin dominate crypto, similarly the S&P 500 dominate the stock market. And S&P 500 is trading above its all-time high. Here you can see, friends, we have been talking about this one chart for a long time, and that is if we talk about the momentum, where you can see that we have been following a similar pattern since 1996 within a momentum. Here I opened the RSI of S&P 500X. Okay, the momentum here remains in its downtrend for 5 to 6 years, and when we break out the downtrend and monthly RSI closing above the downtrend trend line, then we see a new highs in the price action within US stock market. Okay, we saw this in 2004. Here you can see. After that, we saw before 2010. Similarly, you can also see it here in 2016. When we break out the 600 days consolidated range right here, we see its impact on the price action of the stock market. If we look at the current situation here, friend, last year when we broke out the consolidation range of resistance range of RSI toward the upside, here we remained above the resistance till about 186 days, the time when we see the US stock market reaching new highs, but the time we get tariff news in the market, the momentum again comes below 2700 days resistance trend line. The we have been running since 2018. Here you can see. Okay, but what we have seen here is that after the correction, the stock market has again recovered after the black swan event, after the tariff war, and the momentum is again breaking out the resistance of last 270, sorry, 2700 days uh, in the monthly time frame. Here you can see. Okay. Now thing for all of you to understand here is that we all have time for next 15 days, and within the next 15 days we will get monthly closing. So right now we are definitely getting breaking out of the downtrend, the downtrend line resistance here means, but it has not been confirmed yet. Okay. Now confirmation of breakout of the resistance here means that we can expect new highs in the US stock market. Here, where are the most of investors are saying the US stock market will be seen dumping. We may see a correction in the US stock market because the stock market has come with the overprice range. Here has come. Okay, where we can see a correction in the stock market at any time. But according to me, we are going to close monthly candle closing above 2700 days downtrend line. It means stock market is going to pump again. It's bearish for gold. Okay, as I have already analyzed the S&P 500, what I mean this, understand that when gold rise, the S&P 500 fall, and when gold fall, the S&P 500 rise. According to S&P 500, it seems bullish. If I look gold low on the monthly time frame based RSI, the here I opened a monthly chart of gold. If I look at the gold's low on the monthly time frame based RSI, here you can see on 3 October 2022. It means here is gold low, $1,600 is gold's low. Okay. Also, if I look at the first high in the RSI, the high comes out on 1st October. That means we have a first high around $2,790. Adding these two, high and low, checking the correction range of gold using Fibonacci retracement level. Here is my 0 level and here is my 1 level. It comes out $3,513, which is the exact selling point for gold. Gold took correction exactly from $3,500 and 1.618. Here you can see 1.618 is the considered the golden zone where people usually sell. Okay, and we all know once a project hold below 1.618, that means that project is going to test again his one level also. Okay, as we know, in a cycle, gold hits a high first, then Bitcoin hits a high. As I can see, gold is currently trading below the 1.618 percentage fib retracement level here, which means gold has already hit its high. If we check when gold hits its high, we can clearly see that gold hits a high on April 22, 2025, at which time Bitcoin was trading around here, trading around $88,000 range. Up and after April 22, when gold started to correct, Bitcoin broke out of its previous high. Here you can see, here it is Bitcoin previous high, and Bitcoin broke out his previous high. As I mentioned earlier, after gold hits a high, Bitcoin hits a high. Today, Bitcoin has hit a high of 123k dollar range. If I analyze Bitcoin deeply, it appears that Bitcoin is currently moving in a rising wedge pattern. Because of this, Bitcoin should face a rejection here. Also, near the upper trend line resistance of the rising wedge is Bitcoin's high trend line from the previous two seasons. I already mentioned in my previous video, which is unlikely to be broken out by Bitcoin. So I am bearish on Bitcoin. To look at this in the detail, so look out in the detail. If I look at the USDT dominance chart, USDT dominance is forming a inverted rising wedge pattern with support around 4.01% level. So I will short Bitcoin when USDT dominance around 4.05% level, and I will close my Bitcoin short if USDT dominance break down this support trend line of inverted rising wedge pattern. We all know when the alt season comes, Bitcoin tends to fall. Funds are moving out of Bitcoin into Ethereum. Once Ethereum stabilizes, the alt will rise. That is what I predict. We will short Bitcoin from 1,23,000. We'll short Bitcoin from 1,22,750 dollars. Okay, and once Ethereum stabilizes, the altcoin will rise. That is what I predict. I hope you learn something from this video. Please like and share it with your friends so you can continue to get this kind of premium content. Till then, goodbye. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Nice day. Have a nice day. Enjoy.